Hi everyone, my name is Haley Nasby and I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder back in 2020, and when I found out what it was, I'd never even heard about it before, and in 2020 I was 31, so I just wanted to kind of take notes on stuff as I learn about it. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not in psychology of whatsoever. I'm trying to spread awareness of what the disorder actually is, because it also comes with other disorders as well that most of us normally has at some point in our life, which is depression, anxiety, most of all. And then PTSD is not just in military, it is also that comes from childhood. I wish they would specify that, because anytime I have my service dog with me, they ask me if I served in the military, and I don't have to, but I feel like I have to explain, which there are HIPAA laws, and that's another thing is I am only sharing my mental health issues because I wish it was more apparent that this was a problem before. Like this wouldn't have been such a problem before if I would have known what the disorder was, because I just thought I was born that way. I just thought I was born fucked up. So, which is also what everyone told me. I was like, oh, it's just genetic. You're just crazy. So, no, you can get better. And so, no, I am not a psychiatrist. No, I'm not a psychologist. I have not went to school for this, but I have studied into all of every single disorder that I've known of, that I have, along with things that I think I also might have struggled with before. So, which I didn't get diagnosed with, but I struggled with when I was a kid. So I was like, well, that makes sense. So, no, I am not a psychiatrist. No, I am not a psychologist. I have not went to school for any of this, but I have studied incessantly since I got diagnosed with all of this stuff. And I feel like if I don't understand stuff, I don't accept it. So I'm hoping not this video in particular, but these videos that I'm making, that's the whole point of me doing this, is so it's awareness of mental health, of not just one disorder. It's multiple disorders. It's like the fact that I can understand and break them down, each one by one, that's how you get better, is teaching yourself new mechanisms of how not to be toxic. Not, oh, I was just born this way. I was just mess up like the rest of my family, or it's just genetic, so I'm just fucked up. I'm screwed for the rest of my life. No, that's not what it is. So, everyone has a choice. I'm not saying they have a choice in the disorder that they have, because I sure didn't pick this one. But I wanted to talk about the 4 different types of BPD. BPD. borderline personality disorder. So I got diagnosed with BPD, but they didn't tell me any more about it except for, look up Robert J. Fox. So I'd already looked him up and I said Robert. I can't ever remember his name, but I have his I have his workbook, and he helped me a lot more than any therapist ever has. So, yeah, I'll put his name in the next video this week because I had to, cancel my appointment this week, and they didn't get my cancellation. So I got charged for it, and I don't have insurance, so it cost me over $500 just to cancel it. So I have to talk to them about that now. So anyways, first of all, I am sharing my story because my mental health has been so jacked up. I don't ever want anyone else to live this way, like as much as I have silently. And then I've had a lot of people reach out to me recently that also have BPD, and they're silent about it. And I'm hoping that you don't have to reach out to me. Just realize that you're not alone. I just want to explain that there are 4 different types of BPD. So there's the petulant, there's the impulsive, there's the discouraged BPD, and there is the destructive BPD. So there has been both male and female that have reached out to me and told me that they have been diagnosed with it, and some of them let me rephrase that. Some of them I went to high school with. Some of them I worked with for a week at a restaurant in New Albany, a restaurant in Jeffersonville, numerous people I worked with at 4th Street Live reached out to me. It was like, hey, I have that too. I'm like, you got diagnosed with this and knew what this was, but like didn't think to like try and fix it. And some of them just straight up told me they just didn't want to tell anyone because then they'd feel even more fucked up than they already did. So that is why I'm here to not explain, just to kind of keep awareness of this disorder. Is the number one thing is self-harm, which is addiction, toxic behaviors, a lot of stuff that could be if you could filter, I don't know if BPD was more, if people would actually talk about it instead of being quiet about it, because it's like, oh, we're crazy, or we're narcissistic, or we're controlling. So are normal people, but they think they're normal, but they're not. We all have tendencies to want to keep people around. As human beings, we want to love and be loved and not to be abandoned and not to be neglected. So it's like, in the world of make all the money you can, and then as a man, and then as a female, you want to be a stay-at-home mom. Even when you don't want to be a stay-at-home mom, that's basically what you're told to do. So it's like, oh, I'm a better mom than I'm a coworker, so that's just what we do, or did, or not everyone, but people with BPD tend to people please and do stuff that's like out of the norm, like randomly do stuff that normal people would not. I will give you a couple examples because I'm not going to read textbook. I'm just going to say I am impulsive. I'm petulant. I'm impulsive. I am definitely self-destructive. And sometimes I am discouraged. So I have all of the criteria of borderline personality disorder, but I have figured out like exactly why I do all of these things. And it took me 4 years to figure this out because I was a stay-at-home mom. I've been extremely blessed with people that have helped me when I wasn't able to work, when I haven't been able to work, when I go to work and then I get fired. And like just because I stand up for myself and I stand up for other people and I stand up for the businesses that I work for or am in some way, shape, or form am affiliated with. So a lot of times I felt like I was trying to protect the people I cared about and the sorry, once again, I don't edit myself, so one second. The people that I think I'm protecting, the people that I think I'm protecting, I'm actually just like pushing away more and more because I'm so controlling that like I want them to not fail. It's like I'm failing in every aspect, trying to make sure they don't fail. And then I feel like a burden or like I shouldn't be there. So, when they said that there are 4 different types of BPD, and I not only have the 9 criteria, 1000%, now I have all 4 of these. Like, I've gotten better, but it's just being aware that you do have all this stuff. It's like there are people coming at me and like, oh, I have BPD too, and then like they're guys and they're hitting on me and trying to hang out. And then there's girls that have BPD and then like they'll tell me a bunch of stuff and then they'll never talk to me again. It's like, I'm not judging you, male or female, but I do the same thing. That also comes with ADD. It's not just BPD. But when we do these things and people treat us like we're crazy, like we're not crazy, we just like want to be understood, and then when people don't respond to us or like not respond in the way that we want them to or expect them to or whatever, it just makes it I guess the same thing from childhood. Like, we're all looking for our inner child, like, not perceptance. We're all looking for our self-acceptance from our inner child. Like, we all want that from when we were kids. So, like, I feel like BPD is one of the one of the bigger things that come sorry, BPD is one of them that comes with like the very childish behaviors, but instead of, I don't know, teaching us, like self-teaching, like, hey, I have a problem, let me fix it. We don't do that, especially as females, I feel like. And I'm not being sexist, but I, for a fact, have never met a female in my entire life that there's probably about a 10% chance that a female will talk extremely highly about their man. If they fuck up, they normally don't. So we're all human. I think we all need to realize that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off because this is really long. But I'm going to go back to this and make another video, hopefully shorter, but I feel like this video was, I got off on tangent a little bit, but I feel like this video has been a little bit more helpful. In the next video, I'll try to explain the 9 criteria of borderline. That way you guys know, instead of having to look up what it actually is, because a lot of times on Google, when I looked it up, that is not what it is. Like, some of it, yeah, we all look narcissistic. We all have narcissistic tendencies, but we are not it's not NPD, it's BPD a lot of times, I feel like. So, like I said, I'm no psychiatrist. I'm not in psychology. I would like you to do your own research, but Google is not always 1000% right. And there's a reason why not you, but I have paid thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars just to figure out what the fuck is wrong with me, and then to figure this out. And the rest of it, I figured it out on my own, how to fix it, or not to fix it, but to get better. So thank you guys for watching, and I will try to make another video this week. All right. Thank you for watching.